Hey guys, it's Cynthia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be planning in my mini dashboard, which is my catch-all for the week of March 7th through the 13th. I'm excited about this plan with me. If you guys did not know, on Thursday, March 10th, it is Mario Day, one of my favorite quirky kind of holidays. I grew up playing Mario Brothers on my Nintendo, and so last year I did a spread with a Super Mario Brothers scene on it, and I definitely wanted to kind of duplicate that this year. I say duplicate, but I just wanted to do another Mario scene, and I did it in a mini vertical last year. I'll be doing it in the dashboard this year. So as you guys can see, I've already kind of drawn in with pencil the scene that I want to create. It did take a little while to do it, so that's why I kind of did it off camera. But for today, what I'm gonna do is end up turning up the music and kind of speeding up the video so it doesn't take too long. I'll just be outlining the scene and using my Tombos to color it in. So that's going to be the plan for today. Before I do that, I want to show you the supplies that I'm going to be using. So the outlines are going to be done with my Pigma microns. I will probably use the 01, the 005 for a finer line, and then a thicker 08 just for any shadowing, maybe mostly around the words. And then I went through my entire Tombow collection. I have the whole 108 count collection, and I picked out all of these colors that I'll be using in the spread. I did color swatch all of them because different ones for different elements, but yeah, all of these are gonna get used in the plan with me. So I'm gonna keep the intro short. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the music now, and let's get into the plans. So I thought I'd come on to do a partial voiceover and kind of explain the process of me putting this spread together. So right now you see me using my 01 Pigma Micron pen to do the outline on the scene. And you guys, the perfectionist in me really wanted to use a ruler to do this portion, but I knew that it would already take me a long time to do this spread, so I didn't want to like stretch out the time any longer. But I did use a ruler to set up all of the pencil sketches, and then I just took my time kind of outlining everything with the pen when it came to the filming portion of it. Now, as you guys can tell, the video is super sped up, and I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy by spinning the page. I have a really hard time figuring out how to outline and color and all that without turning my page around. Now, the entire process took about an hour, maybe a little over an hour, but that doesn't include the sketch time because I actually did the sketching on a separate day than I did the filming. But it does include time to outline the spread, the dry time of the fine liner, and the coloring. So with the dry time, I did have to wait a little bit after I finished outlining everything, because if you add the Tombos to the spread too closely to when you've outlined, it could smear the fine liner. So the 01 and the 005 fine liners, they're not so bad. They dry pretty quickly, but that 08 has a lot of ink that comes out. So if you don't wait a substantial amount of time, you could end up smearing it. And in fact, when I wrote the "Oh yeah, it's Mario time" on the left page, I actually did smear a little bit of it as I was continuing to outline. So it's hard to see in the video, but yeah, I did smear it just a little bit. Now you guys see me finishing up outlining on the right side of the page. I just have a couple more elements, and then I'm gonna let the pages dry for just a little bit, and then I'll get into the coloring portion of it. Now, I really love doing spreads like this because it gets me to use my Tombow set, gets me to use my markers. I know this hobby can get fairly expensive, and so being able to revert back to my kind of bullet journal method of drawing everything on the page definitely helps in terms of the pockets. Just just using these markers as opposed to constantly buying the stickers and the sticker books. I would love to do more spreads like this. They're just super time consuming. And then once you add the filming on top of that, it takes a little bit more time. But I absolutely love doing spreads like this, and I hope to be able to have some time to maybe do a couple more throughout the year for some of these kind of quirky special holidays. Right now, you guys can see me coloring in all the text on the left side of the page using my Tombows. Now, the Tombows are a water-based marker, so again, I had to let those fine liners dry really well so that they wouldn't smear once I started adding the marker. And two, you guys can sometimes see me pull the page away from the camera, and that's just me checking to make sure that the Tombow did not bleed through to the other side of the page. If you press too hard or if you go over the same spot like multiple times, sometimes you can get some bleeding with the Tombows, but so far I did really good with this one. I didn't see any bleeding on the opposite side of the page, which is really good. As I'm finishing up coloring in the bush and the pipe on the left side of the page, I go ahead and move over to the right side of the page, but off camera I did go back and add some more details on those, so they're kind of like some lines to show some shadowing on the pipe. And if you notice, the bushes in the game actually have like these triangle designs on there. They're very intricate. I chose not to do those on camera because I knew it was going to take me a while to do them, but after I finish coloring in the right side of the page, I'll pull it back and you guys will see it all kind of completed and put together. Now, as far as the layout goes, this is not an actual scene from the video game. I just took different elements that were a part of the game and kind of put my own layout together. So for everybody who's a video game head, don't correct me on the accuracy of the spread. It is not an actual scene from the video game. I just wanted to make sure that I still left myself enough room to write in my plans on each day. The boxes down at the bottom of the page, I strategically chose those colors because they actually do appear in the game. They have some blues and some like peach colors, but I chose the really light colors and those big boxes because those are going to substitute the boxes that I would use for stickers, so I can still write inside of those boxes. And then the other spaces, I just kind of left them open in case I want to do like checklists and things of that nature. Same thing on the left side of the page. I put those boxes in the center of the page because it still gives me my writing room. And then next to the pipe, I left an open space there where it says get it done, so I could write my kind of checklist on there. Okay, so I think I have everything done in terms of the drawing portion of it, but obviously what is a Mario spread if it doesn't have Mario on it? So I had printed out some Mario stickers. These were from last year. I just kind of held on to the extras, and I think I'm going to use the bigger one. I'm going to go ahead and kind of fussy cut around him and place him on the spread. I think I'm going to put him right here on top of this block. That'll put him on the 10th, which is actual Mario Day. So let me go cut this out real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got Mario all cut out. Now let's see if I can separate him from the backing. Okay, and I'm going to place him right here on top of this block. Just like that. Okay. So I think I am done with this spread. I think there's it's a lot of elements to it. There's a lot of stuff that I had to do. There was some mistakes in there, you know, a couple down here and up here, but overall I really love how it turned out. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that red subscribe button. Again, if you haven't hit me up on Instagram, make sure to go over there and give me a follow over there. I always leave it linked in my description box, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.